Today I'm gonna show you how to make soft, fluffy, big, and impressive sourdough dinner rolls. This is one of the easiest sourdough bread recipes. Literally, your stand mixer does all the work. It's also easy to prep these ahead, and I'm craving some sourdough dinner rolls, so let's get started. Feed your sourdough starter about 4 hours before starting this recipe because you need active, bubbly starter for this recipe. Now in the bowl of a stand mixer or a mixing bowl, add your room temperature milk, melted butter, sugar, and salt. Stir that together to dissolve the sugar. Next, add your flour, and I love using bread flour here because it creates the softest, fluffiest rolls. Add 100 grams or half a cup of your active sourdough starter, and you can add this just by weighing it over a kitchen scale. Using a paddle attachment, or if you're mixing by hand, you can use a wooden spatula. Stir that dough together just until it's combined. Take it off of the stand mixer and cover the bowl with a damp kitchen towel and let it rest for 30 minutes. This will allow the gluten to relax in the dough. Now that our dough has rested, switch to the dough hook attachment and knead on speed 2 for about 10 to 12 minutes or until the dough is smooth and soft. You can knead by hand, it'll take about 8 to 10 minutes and will definitely require more effort. If you have a stand mixer, use it because it makes this recipe so much easier. Transfer the dough to a buttered dish, cover it with a damp kitchen towel, and leave it on the counter overnight for 8 to 12 hours. The dough should nearly double in size. That was the first proofing. Now transfer the dough onto a clean work surface and divide it into 12 even pieces. You can use a knife or one of my favorite tools, which is the bench scraper. And I will link to this as well as all of the tools that I used in this recipe in the notes. You can weigh the pieces of dough if you want to be really precise, but as long as they're even-ish, you'll be okay. And this dough is so soft and easy to work with, you'll love it. Now we're gonna shape the rolls. To do this, pinch the sides together, then roll them in your palm over a work surface to form a tight ball. Rolling the dough balls helps to tighten the outside of the dough, which will give them a better oven spring when they're baked. In other words, they'll rise better. When you're rolling the dough balls, the goal is for the dimple on the bottom to almost close up. Once the dough balls are formed, it's time for the second proofing. Generously butter a glass 9x13 baking dish. Space the rolls evenly in the baking dish. As they rise, they will grow into each other, which is fine. They become pull-apart rolls. If you want to, you can put these in the refrigerator at this point if you want to make them ahead, then bake them off the next day. Cover the dish again with a damp tea towel and proof until they're doubled. It takes about 2 hours in a warm spot. You can put it in the oven with the light on, or about 3 to 4 hours at room temperature. You can score the rolls also if you want before baking. Bake at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for about 25 to 30 minutes or until the tops are golden brown. Oh yes, these always make me so happy because look how cute they are. And they taste even better. While they are hot out of the oven, the first thing you want to do to give them a nice shine and glow is brush on a little bit of butter. And I like salted butter just for a little bit of flavor. You can also press a little bit of garlic into some melted butter. Make garlic rolls. So good. Look at that. Goes from 0 to hero, right? Just a little bit of brushing of butter makes all the difference. They're so beautiful. And honestly, I found that, you know how some people brush with egg before they put it in the oven? I found that it's totally unnecessary. I actually like the color that it gets better without the egg wash. So I'm like, why the extra step? They just look so gorgeous. They keep well. You can keep them warm for dinner, and then they're just super fluffy and delicious. Serve them as dinner rolls. You can also serve them as sliders for little sandwiches. We do have a really good slider recipe, and these would be so yummy, like little mini cheeseburgers, you know? This dish is hot. It's so hot. I'm just going to carefully grab a sampling and we're gonna dig right in because I have been waiting for these rolls. They are absolutely worth the wait. Come to mama. Ooh, still hot. The steam is nice. Look at that. I love how they pull apart. It is so fluffy soft. Oh, it's just like a cloud, right? When you squeeze it, look at this. The things that get me excited. I am going to open this up and show you guys the center because it is everything in these rolls. Look at this, like a cloud. So fluffy. It's just like cotton candy. Okay, and then to enjoy this, of course, I'm going to add a little slathering of salted butter, European style butter. It's the best. Let's do this. Total comfort food. I love how airy it is. It does have a lovely crust on it, a little bit of crispness on the bottom, and then that lightly flavored salted butter brushing on top is really good. These rolls have this little tiny bit of sweetness in it because remember we added some sugar and some salt to balance that. They are so satisfying. Perfect for every day, but definitely special occasion worthy. And I hope you give these a try. I just love sourdough recipes. If you guys love sourdough recipes, I will definitely be sharing our favorite ones in the notes. Oh, also, if you guys love bread recipes, we have a really good dinner roll recipe. It is milk bread dinner rolls in my new cookbook. I will link to that in the notes if you haven't gotten your hands on this beauty already. Also, let me know where you guys spotted Sharky in the video. The first person to spot him in our live premiere gets a $100 gift card. Let me know if you guys have any other recipe requests. I'm always happy to hear it. And we'll see you on the next episode of Natasha's Kitchen. Bye. I'm gonna go get some jam. Ooh, that's my jam. Jam with the dinner rolls. It's like, wah, 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 wah. It just peels off in layers. It's so good. It's a keeper. I'll finish this roll before I get to the jam. It happens.